My name is Lawrence Fernandez. I'm the Director of Safety and Security for Madera Unified School District. So basically the Options program is a multi-focused approach to intervention, and it's more geared towards like, in the sense of actually seeing what behavior will cause. So we visit the jail first, and we take a tour of the jail. It's more visual than anything else. They talk to the correctional officers. Then we're done with the jail, we go directly over to juvenile hall. And then we top it off with them going to the Madera Police Department. The chief talks to them directly, they talk to officers, then they basically have a nice lunch with them. And they share with them their struggles, and they also share with them how good decision making is a positive. Madera Unified has taken a very innovative approach to looking at multifaceted intervention. But we had a great program that we had was Redirect, that we partnered with Valley State Prison. And we thought that program was going to get shut down, and later didn't. But because we thought that program was going to shut down, we said, how do we pivot? What are we going to do? We have a security and gang consultant, Hector Garibay, myself. We met, we sat on, and we said, hey, let's reach out to our local agencies and tell them what we want to do. And so that was the wonder in exploring an option that we had never really explored in intervention, particularly gang intervention, is going out to our local partners and saying, would you be willing to help? And to our surprise, man, it was, yes, we would love to help, and where do we sign up at?
Today we hosted a group of at-risk kids in partnership with the school district and the probation department, and the hope is that we ultimately give these kids an experience that will hopefully deter them from ever becoming a part of our jail population in the future. This is a program that the school district approached us on and asked if we could facilitate and be a part of it and create an experience that the kids would remember. And with the reputation that that program has and the partnerships that we already have with them, that's definitely something that we wanted to be a part of. And it only benefits, the kids and hopefully results in less demands on our staff and the need to incarcerate people in the future. Students can expect to see what the experience is of an incarcerated person and seeing challenges that comes with that and how that can set back your life many years. And incarceration can set back employment, can set back a lot of things that will impact you for years to come after you leave the jail.
And when we're able to expose that to them early on, like show them like, listen, bad decision making may cause you to end up here. Then they see that and they're like, wow, this is not what I expected. The success stories are wonderful because then it reminds us why we're here doing the things that we do. Ultimately, we want our kids to have a safe learning environment, but also to be productive citizens in society and have a great life. And sometimes they don't understand that their behaviors and their attitudes and their involvement with gangs will cause them a life that's not the life that they want.
I'll tell you guys like my life and how I got to be the person I am right now. People tell me like, you know what, you have so much potential, you could do this with your life, like if you put your mind to it. But in my mind I thought like, you know what, I'm just someone from Madera. At the age of 13 I was hanging out with like grown men that were bald-headed, tattoos, having guns with them and talking about this is what we do, this is what it is, like this is the lifestyle. Like I'm either gonna die a gang member or live a life in prison. And I was okay with that. Whatever happens in my life, it is what it is. Either I gangbang and I sign up for it and I go full-fledged and it's gonna be all right.
So what's happening here at juvenile probation was we brought Milky to tell his story, to share what he experienced from the age of 13 all the way up until he found success, being involved in gangs and having guns at the age of 14, using drugs and alcohol, going into the correctional academy twice. We sent him into group home placement. His dad was in prison and his mom died at an early age. He had no one. His older brother was going in and out of prison as well. His only resource was the people of Madera, the Madera people from Madera Unified, people from Madera PD, Madera Sheriffs, and Madera Probation. But it took a long time for him to really recognize and see that we were here to help. So that's what's happening today, is this program and trying to reach out to kids who are at risk. At that point where they have to make a decision which road they have to go down. We want to see that those kids who are about to go down that path, that we reach out to them and then they know that we have an open door. Not a door that they're walked through in handcuffs, but a door that they walk through because they want to and they know they have somebody they can connect with. We want to be available to them. Most importantly, we want to be available to our partners here at Madera because we have to bring our resources together to get in front of the problem and to make sure that these kids have a resource to utilize.
It's not a scared straight program because this is what we found. You know, kids get yelled at, whether that be in school, they get out at home, and then you're taken to a facility that just yells at them. What we try to do in Madera Unified and through our collaborating partners is, one, identify the root problem of their trauma. And then once we identify the root trauma, then we can start treating the root trauma and change behaviors. Because what we do is just say, listen, we're gonna share with you our stories. And these are our stories, these are the realities. And once you're able to share with them on a common respect level, kids will listen to that. And if it's genuine and honest, kids will obviously make some behavior changes. We try to get to the root trauma and then deal with that root trauma, because then we have long-term results.
Ask for help and ask questions. Learn to listen. Because if you're always talking, then you can never listen. That's it, guys.
Our department role currently is we get the latter half of the program. We get to break bread with them. We get to sit down, have lunch, and try and build the relationship side of it. And then I have an opportunity from the chief of police side to let them know from a community perspective how important they are to our community, and then some of the difficulties I deal with from my position, where some of their decisions sometimes end up in loss of life, and I'm the one that's there trying to console families. So talking about what effects that their actions could have by participating in gangs or making poor decisions early on in their life. There are young adults that are in a decision-making phase of their life that can actually have major effects for the rest of their life, that we have open conversations about things that are affecting them and how they may affect their future. And so this is just an important opportunity, a different way where they see it from our law enforcement community to be able to speak into their lives. What I expect out of students is just their ability to be open and receptive. That is the only thing I ask when they come in. I'm gonna introduce myself, I'm gonna shake their hand, I'm gonna look them in the eye, and I'm gonna try and treat them like an adult, because what they're doing is they're making adult decisions. And I want them to understand that they have a chief that actually cares about them. We're gonna try and build some type of rapport and relationship so that they understand this isn't fake, this is real, that my door is always open for them. We're just providing more opportunities to show that we care. My hope is that they understand that the police department is their ally. We are not against them. Our goal is not just to enforce them and put them into jail or juvenile hall. We're allies. We're one community. And so they have a partner. If something goes wrong, that they could come to us at any time and know that we're humans, just like them. We're not against them. Like I said, we're one community. We want to see the best out of everyone.
I think it's important to give the kids the option ahead of time to see what they're facing and to have that knowledge ahead of time, so when they're faced with those choices, they don't negatively impact their life and wind up in our custody.
And we don't often hear success stories in probation. We hear the other side, where we're having to send people to prison and we're putting back in juvenile hall or correctional academy, and that's hard to remove people from their families, if they have a family. And to have that one success story can take me probably another 10, 15 years out. And so, yeah, it's gratifying, and I know it's motivating to the rest of the people that I work with. So it's a good feeling.
When you're able to partner with the Madera County Sheriff Department, Madera PD, and Probation Department, and us coming together as a community and change the lives of kids, that's what makes me feel really good. Not only the impact that we have on the child, but how we can work as a community in our local agencies and our local partners and all come together to make the benefit of a child. That's what's unique about the O.P.T.I.O.N.S program. It's one of the first times in the history of Madera Unified that I know of doing intervention in regards to gangs, where we came a multi-approach to helping kids in their behavior, change behaviors. So that's what I'm most passionate, and that's what helps me the most, or brings me most joy, is that how we all got together to have an impact in a kid's life in Madera.